Hello. Hi. Hope you're doing awesome tonight. Weird time, right? What's wrong with me? Why am I doing a 9 p.m. live stream? To mix it up. Just to mix it up. That's really why. To mix it up. Yes. Dolly Parton won. Dolly Parton won last time I talked about ornaments. Last time I talked about music ornaments. I was kind of stuck on doing Mariah Carey tonight. And that has changed. All right, let's do this. Yeah. Got a little bit started early. Get myself grooving here. Hold on a second. I just want to make sure you can see everything. Okay. So, camera might be a little wacky today. I'm doing my best, guys. I hope you're doing great tonight. My thought was, I was a little discombobulated with my headphones in, and my earbuds in. I'm going to take my earbuds out, because, you know, I do like to listen to music, but I also don't like to hear myself talk, so, yeah. So, last time we hung out, we did Buddy Elf. He was our movies inspo. I was gonna do Mariah today, Mariah Carey. But, you know, I decided not to. Because I had Dolly on the mind, and I have Dolly on the mind. And I hope Dolly's doing well. So, I started doing Dolly. I did a little Google. And here's the picture I came up with. There she is. There's Dolly. Yeah, so that's my reference for this one. And I I like how it's coming out. What my whole goal right now. Hold on, I'm gonna have a coughing fit. Give me a second. Excuse me, guys. Water. I'm gonna get a cough drop. So, like, my goal is to come up with like templates, so I can just sort of streamline the process and make a whole bunch of ornaments. Make a whole bunch of like dolly ornaments, or, you know, do like a whole bunch at once. And because I have 2 art markets coming up, so that's where I'm going with this. I'm having a hard time talking with a cough drop in my mouth. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Yeah. So I'm just going to continue to paint Dolly here. On the back of this one, I'm going to write... What do you think I'm going to write? Take a wild guess. Alright, I'll tell you. Have a holly dolly Christmas. And of course, Dolly is going to get... Of course, she's going to get some glitter. I brought my glitter up. Because Dolly needs glitter. Dolly's fabulous, and she needs fabulousness. So, Don't worry. I'm going to put clothes on her, of course. She's wearing sort of like this sheer dress. Sheer top dress. And I just want to make sure that I get her I get her sheer top dress. So I'm using like just a variety of craft paint. Not craft paint. Paint, period. Acrylic paint. I don't know why I called it craft paint. I mean, yeah, some of it's craft paint. But not all of it's craft paint. I think I want Dolly to be proud of how I paint her, and I think her boobs might be a little higher than that. I mean, what do you think? Hold on. There's Dolly. It's kind of hard to tell because this is angled like that. I think her boobs might be a little higher. Yeah, I'll make her boobs a little higher. I think if I end up liking this as a template for future Dolly ornaments, I'm gonna move her up a little bit because she is gonna be wearing a Santa hat, but she's she's kind of falling off the bottom of this one, I think. So like that. That's better, right? That's better. I'll paint the background later. I'll paint the background later and give her some background. Maybe some green or something. The picture's gray. We can do whatever we want. Excuse me. Hey, where'd I put my buddy the elf? There it is. There's Buddy. Hey. I was pretty happy with how that one came out. And I have another Dolly here too. Because I really want to work out like the template for my Dolly ornament. Because I love the idea of have a holly dolly Christmas, right? I think it's super cute. I do think she needs more mascara. I'm really having fun with her makeup. So I probably should paint the rest of her in. But I wanted to make sure I got her face, you know? That's so important. Like, I have like a real love for portraiture, but there are some people that I just can't quite get. You know, there are some portraits that I just fail at. I think. I mean, other people may disagree, you know. Kind of depends on who you ask, I guess, but you know, and I'm sure I've drawn Dolly before, but it's been a really long time since I have, so I don't remember if I've drawn her to my to a factor that I have been appreciated my work or not. I don't remember. Like, did I appreciate my picture of Dolly in the past, or did I not? Did I think it was awful? I did a really nice portrait of Sinead O'Connor that I do not think looks anything like her, really. Except they're both, you know, have the general characteristics, but I just don't think it looks like her. And, it's kind of a little bit of a sticking point with me because I did it a few years ago. I've tried to do her since, and unsuccessfully, to my feeling. As I said, it's kind of all, you know, it depends on the person. I'm going to start doing her dress because I need to do her hair over her dress. So let's see. Let's grab. And you know, usually I come on here and I do stuff like beginning from start to finish with you, which I really love doing that. I really love doing that. That's kind of my favorite. But tonight, since this is my first 9 o'clock stream, I have to tell you, yes, I'm starting with her boob. Okay. Yes, I'm starting with her boob. Sorry. It's just, you know, I wanted to make sure I get the right angle, if you will. I know, who'd have thunk I'd be painting Dolly's boob on a live stream? Not me. But here we are. Okay, there is no nip. There's no nip. It's all round. Why am I... Okay, I had the angle. It was giving me a little bit of a point there. So she's wearing this... Her dress is more of like a... It's like a true red. My paint is more of like a... It's more of like a tomato. This is craft paint, okay? Deco Art Americana. Acrylic paint. And I have everything in front of me, but I have like water over there. It's something over here. So it's a little, you know, my arm is going to be flailing about, I think. And if you can even see me, that's a miracle because my camera, excuse me, my camera is a little bit wacky. I think it's okay today though. Oh, you can see my head. Good. Okay. That's a win. I'll take that. I'll take it. So what was my point? My point is I'm trying to template out designs so I can make excuse me, so I can make, you know, several of a design, and we'll see, because once I get a template down, then it's a lot easier to sort of whip through and do more. But I have to get the initial, I gotta get the initial design down first, you know. And the only way to do that is to experiment. So, what I was saying was, excuse me, why I did not come on here and go from scratch with you guys tonight is because it's my first 9 o'clock live. When I do that, which is most of the time, right? I kind of end up streaming for like 2 hours, and Melissa Martin says, I can't stick around because I'm wiped after my stream, but I hope you enjoy the rest of your night. Thanks, Melissa. Hey, Chai Cat. Oh my gosh. Melissa, I'm so sorry, but like my stream won't let me. It won't let me show your comment. I'm so sorry. Hey, Chai Cat. Can you barely see me? Hi, I'm right here. I'm right here. Yeah, my camera, I don't have it on like a pulley thing. I would like to do that in the future, but I will tell you, I would love to do that because I think part of like the experience is like, I really think part of the experience is it's so much better when you can see, you know, the person who's here. But I will say, if it distracts me too much from my art, then it's gonna just like be a drag. So on everybody, not on everybody, not just on me. Like, you guys aren't gonna like it either. So this is kind of like This is kind of what I got. I have this light. It goes all the way around. It's like a nail technician light. I have a ring light up there, and then I have a nail tech light around. And I love it because it offers way more light than I can have, or it's just offered me more table space than I can have if I have a million lamps on my desk, which I used to have. But so it's better in that way. But the issue is that it oh my god, can I get the words out? Can I get the words out? It makes it challenging for other things to be like, it takes up like center space in my space of like above, like where my head is and everything. And it makes it, does that make sense? Having a hard time explaining this. It makes it hard for me to have like, to have a camera that's like in the center space, and actually to not, what I'm trying to say is there's barriers there's visual barriers everywhere. So like, cause this thing that this camera's on, my nail tech light bar, and I have to mess around with it a little bit, because I think I can get, if I put I have another phone holder thing that moves around, and I have a table clamp set up over there, so I can put it here, but I have to, it's like a game between like raising my nail tech light and lowering it for that camera to be able to see my face. You know what I'm saying? So, because the nail tech light likes to cut into right in my face, and then what's the point of even having a camera on me? You know what I mean? So, okay, I'm gonna read your chat. Hold on. Can barely see you. Template is a brilliant idea. Oh, nail tech light is also brilliant. It's great. I just dropped my brush. I had to grab it. The nail tech light is really, it was a really good buy. It was a success. I was just looking for a solution, you know, because I was having a hard time with lighting my workspace without having a million lamps in my face, and it was rough. Now it's a lot better. I mean, honestly, the light's not totally perfect because there are still some shadowy bits. There's some shadowy spaces. But, you know, like sometimes, like right now, the phone is directly over and it's like there's a little shadowy. There's a little bit of shadow, so it's not perfect, but it's like as good as I got, you know? It's as good as I got right now. And I'm cool with it. It seems to be working, you know, for the most part. Like minimal you know, cons. Mostly pros, minimal cons, so that's good. All right, Dolly, you're looking good. I'm gonna actually do the dress on this one now too, because might as well, you know, knock it off while I'm here. I don't know if this dolly is gonna work out or not in terms of the if I'm gonna do another dolly like this or not. I'm just gonna do this ornament and see how it goes. And it's going to say, have a holly dolly Christmas on the back. So that's going to be the fun bit. I feel like her arms might be too long. I think I'm going to touch up the background too. So on this one, because I don't think her boobs are actually quite that big as they are here. So I'm just going to, and her arm, I got to fix her arm because her arm is a little wacky. So, you know, just so I can clean it up a little bit. So, so yeah, I love doing portraiture. I really, really do love it. But I do have a love-hate because I also have a really hard time doing Frida Kahlo. Or Kahlo, whatever you want to say. I don't know. I can't get it right. I can't get her right. I need to just keep trying, but you know, you have to take a little break sometimes and reassess how things are going because hey, Michelle Campbell. Hello. Welcome. What I was saying is, I was talking about portraiture and how I really like portraiture. I love to do portraits, but you know, I can't always get on board with my portraits when they're done. Like sometimes it's like, that doesn't look like the person it's supposed to look like. And you know, I'm all for typically I'm like, whatever, it's fine because it's your work. But when it comes to portraits, it's a little bit more of a thing because you do, like, I'm always like, okay, it's the artist representation, that's fine. You know, it doesn't have to look exactly like the person or anything like that. But, you know, when it comes to portraits and me doing them, I want them to look like the person. Like, I want it to look, it doesn't have to look like exactly like the person. You know, I mean, do they ever really? It's usually like, it's like an artist representation of a person. You know, so there's aspects that, you know, if you capture the essence, even if it doesn't look like them, fine, right? But I'm going to move my mic a little bit. I keep knocking on it with my brush, and I hope it's not annoying. I can't say that for true in terms of the way that I react as a human being when I see sometimes a portrait that I did that is like not looking like the person. Like, to me, it bugs me. I finally accepted this. It's taken me a while to accept this. It's taken me a while to really fully accept it, and I'm so not into like self-judginess at all. So it's not like it's kind of a bitter pill for me to swallow, but I don't want my portraits to not look like the person. So yeah, you know, I guess I'm being critical. I'm critical on myself about portraits, you know. So so that's that. So yeah, I want my portraits to look like, I want them to look like the people that I'm doing. Chai Cat says, it's nice to have the recipient recognize the portrait person. I agree. Can't all be like, I can't be all like happy accidents all the time, right? Like Bob Rossi. I have to look at with a critical eye with portraits, and I used to do pet portraits, so that might have something to do with it. But I don't know. I mean, I think it's kind of a natural thing to want your portrait to look like the person, right? I know with this one I'm going to run into a little bit of challenge because Dolly has her mouth open. And on this one, I ran into her chin needing to be longer. And it might even still need to be longer. I think I need to sculpt her face a little bit more. So I'm glad I kept this really loose right now. So I'm going to go in here and work on this one a little bit. Hey, at least at the end of this night I'll have 2 ideas to pull from, or rather two different poses, 2 different designs. I need to let this one dry because her face is not, it's pulling up. The bottom layer is like showing through. I'm going to need to let this dry. Go back to dolly number 1, where this is actually dolly number 1. That's dolly number 2, but let's go to dolly number 2. Let's work on her face a little bit more. The shape of it, I think. A little bit. I just have paint over here. A little bit of this Dolly skin color paint. I just got my sleeve in there. Oh no, did I? Am I putting the paint on waxed paper? My portraits have an unrecognizable glow about them. That's what Chai Cat says. Chai Cat, you are cracking me up. I like that. It's a glow. It's that unrecognizable glow. There's wax paper. It's like butcher paper underneath here. Is it annoying to listen to? Because I can move it. I just like to have something that I can... It doesn't have to be this crinkly. I forget that this paper actually makes noise on live streams, so I can take it off. I can take it away if it's annoying. I'm just using a drop of this off-white matte acrylic Blick. I really like this stuff. I really like the matte acrylic line from Blick a lot. It's really good paint for a really good price. It's very inexpensive. And let's do some cheeky highlights here. Because, you know, Dolly's little smile. I want to get her smile right? Shy Cat says it's fine. Thank you. I do have it right underneath the mic though, so that's why. I thought it might be kind of So at my last live, when I did Buddy the Elf, I was saying that I was thinking about doing Mariah Carey today. And doing like an All I Want for Christmas Is You. Doing an ornament, maybe doing like, because I was thinking for the music ones, I would make them look like a cassette tape. But I'm not doing that with Dolly here. We're not doing that. But, I mean, we might in 15 minutes, but we're not doing it right now. But I decided not to do her because I started really thinking about it. And I started thinking, like, first of all, how many people are going to want to buy a Mariah Carey ornament? I mean, I do love Mariah Carey, but I don't know how, like, I don't know how popular she would be for an ornament. You know what I mean? Like, Dolly's just, she's everywhere and always everywhere. She's, you know, she's omnipresent. And so, I thought she'd be good. And I also really love Dolly. So Shy Cat says, I have never heard of wax paper as a palette. Oh yeah. In fact, what I like to do, and it's off screen, but I'll show you. Do you see this stuff? Hold on a second. See this stuff? It's like a long thing. Here's my palette over here. Another palette. This paper, this waxy paper it's the paper that sorry, can't talk. I'm so sorry. It's the paper that shipping labels, thank you, shipping labels comes on, and I'm using it for some paint because it's like really good for my acrylic paint. It's great to use for that. It is a little bit crunchy sounding. I will admit it's crunchy. Dolly Parton. But it's good for that. The problem with it, yes, there's a problem too. There's a problem with it. It's slippery, and unless you have it weighed down, it's just going to go everywhere. Okay, I think we can continue on with like the rest of Dolly now. Dolly is a much better person too, or her PR person is way better. That's what Chai Cat says. Yeah, way to reuse. That sound doesn't bother me. Yeah, because you know that paper. I'm just like, I gotta use this for something, you know, because it's just such a waste. But it's really good for palette if you can get it to lie flat. You know what I mean? Yeah, Mariah Carey has, you know, she's got some issues. What's going on here? Meanwhile, Dolly's like Saint Dolly, right? Dolly's like Saint Dolly. Got a little more of this tannish color. I'm just gonna, there we, that's better. I want her face to be a little bit lighter. And plus this dress has like this sheer thing on it, and then she's gonna have hair over it. I'm gonna paint her hair again over it, and she's gonna have a hat. She's gonna have a Santa hat, all that stuff. So it's gonna be cute. All right, let's see. What are we doing? Where are we? Are we switching to the other dolly? All right, let's do dollies. Let's do more. Let's give her some foundation. Dolly needs some foundation, and I'm trying to keep in mind that her mouth is open. So, oh, that spot is still coming up. That little blue. That's not going to help. You can't keep. I can't just throw more paint on it. I gotta let this dry. I don't know if we're going to finish this one tonight. Gee whiz. She is darn near a saint. Yes, she is. She was like, I wanted to be Dolly when I was a kid. I know that sounds kind of crazy, but she was my favorite. I had a real Dolly moment when I was a young child. Okay, I'm gonna put this one down because I can't seem to get that. I can't seem to get that spot to want to dry. Okay, blonde. Where's my blonde hair paint? Oh, I gotta plug in my iPad. iPad needs juice. Okay. Blonde hair. Let's do some blonde hair with this one. Matte acrylic yellow light. Blick. Matte acrylic. Yellow. Light. Here's what I like to do sometimes. When I grow up, I want to be a saintly. First, I have to win the lottery, though. She must... I'm saying what Chai Cat. I'm saying Chai Cat's texts. She must have single-handedly saved Pigeon 4, Tennessee. I think she did. When I grow up, I want to be... I think you're right. Chai Cat says, when I grow up, I want to be a saintly. First, I have to win the lottery. I know, right? Tell me about it. Sometimes I play the lottery. It's kind of crazy. Not a lot. Once in a great while. More. I think we played it like 2 or 3 times this year. That's like more than I've played it in 20 years. So kind of funny. Okay. Let me do her hat. I'll do some of her hair on this side, but I gotta do her hat because her hat is gonna go up. And then it's gonna go like, okay, white cuff up, and then it's gonna stream down here, and then it's gonna be a ball right here. So I don't want to put more hair right now on her, but I can do it on her chest because I think we're good on that score. I really like how the dress is right now, like simple like this. I think what I'll probably do is leave it mostly like that. Maybe do like another coat of red. But I really do like how it's looking right now. The actual dress is more detail around the edging here. It's like a zigzag detail, but I'm not gonna do that. Hey, thanks for hanging with me. Shy Cat said, I gotta say Todd looks very satanic. She looks satanic right now. No, she does not. All right, let's do a hat. Let's make sure she has a hat on her head. Let's get the hat going. I'm going to do the red first, and then I'll do the white band and all that after. Or will I? Maybe I'll do the white band now. No, I'm not going to do that. I'll do it after. Band is going to go like here. So we're going to go like... It's a pretty thick band, actually. And the hat actually goes up like this. Once she gets pupils, she'll return to sainthood. Yep. I'll give her some pupils. I will do that. I'm going to add some shadows. I'm using this Blick matte acrylic purple matter for it. It's like a burgundy. It's like a cool burgundy color. I think it's going to mix well with this tomato. It's going to mix well with this. Gonna go well with this tomatoey red. I think it's gonna be the, yep, it's like the perfect color, I think, for this. She does look a little bit demonic, doesn't she? Speaking of demonic, Matt, my husband, asked me if I was going to do some horror movie ornaments. Christmas horror movie ornaments. And I have to say, at first I said no. Oh, I didn't, that's all I said was no. But now I'm thinking about it because, so I love horror. I love horror as a genre. Let's do some shadows on her dress too. But I have to say Christmas horror is not like my favorite genre. I mean, my favorite. It's not quite my favorite, you know? It's It's just not my favorite for horror movies. But doesn't mean I shouldn't make some movie ornaments. Some Christmas horror movie ornaments, but I don't know if I'm gonna. I mean, what it boils down to is, am I gonna enjoy making them? Jason and Chucky. Oh, you're into it, huh? Chai Cat? Chai Cat says Jason and Chucky. I think your vote is yes, right? Sounds like your vote is yes. I was just like, I don't know if I want to do that. But maybe I will. We'll see where we'll see what happens. I'm gonna see what happens with that. Don't know if I will or not. All right. Now I'm gonna pull out the white so I can do her cuff. Oh, before I do that, real quickly, I'm gonna do. Oh, whoops! I put the wrong. Whoops! Oops! Wrong cap. Wrong cap. Wrong paint. Yellow cap now has. Yellow now has red on it, so I have to wipe that off as much as I can get. There we go. All better. All better. Okay. I'm gonna do a little bit of, I'm gonna do another coat of red on her dress because I just want to be done with it, you know? I think this dress is fine. I don't want to get like all, you know, picky about her dress when her dress is totally fine. She's fine, looks good, she's dressed. She's all dressed up. I think I'm going to add some glitter to the edges of this. Oops. Let's fix that if I can. Give it a clean edge. There we go. There we go. Chai Cat says Violent Night is pretty good. Is it called Silent Night, Violent Night, or is it just Violent Night? Because I know there's Silent Night, Deadly Night. That's a classic. And then there's Black Christmas. Black Christmas, I think. There's the classic, and then there's the redo. Violent Night. I will look that up. I'm not big. Oh, okay. Chai Cat says, I'm not big into horror, but I love the lore. May I steal this idea to know you? Of course, yes. You're not stealing. It's fine. Yeah, show it to me though. Show it to me on the community tab if you make one, okay? Show me your ornament. I want to see it. May I steal this idea to make an ornament for my sister? She's a huge Art the Clown fan. Hey, made by Reb! I think it's Reb's first time at my stream. Chai Cat. Art the Clown. Tell me about Art the Clown. Tell me about Art the Clown. Who's Art the Clown? What am I missing here? What am I missing? Who's Art the Clown? Okay, I'm breaking out this Echo Line applicator for Dolly. We're gonna do pure white on her cuff and on her little hat. And I have pure white as her hair highlights. I have pure white on her teeth, and I have pure white. This is titanium white. I'm just calling it pure white because I use off-white a lot for like the whitest white. Oh no, I'm sorry, for whites, and then I save the whitest white for. Oh my God, can I talk? I save titanium white for the whitest whites in my picture. But I did. I also don't know, never heard of Art the Clown. Terrifier, that's why. That's why. I love horror movies, but I haven't seen any Terrifiers, and I don't plan to. So, okay. Well, thank you for clearing that up for me and Reb, because I did not know that. And I know the newest, the Terrifier 3, I think, is supposed to be really good. Can't do it. Maybe I'll do it down the road. I don't know. But I haven't done it yet. And I haven't really been tempted either, even though I watched some and listened to some YouTuber horror movie reviewers, and I mean, I've heard about the Terrifier movies, but I haven't watched any of them. So that's why. Reb the Clown. No, Reb. It's not Reb the Clown. It's Art the Clown. Oh my gosh. Now you know everything you need to know about my sister. Oh my gosh. Oh wait, Chai Cat. Is Terrifier her personality? Is she like totally into Terrifier? She Art the Clown? Is she just all about Art the Clown? Reb, how do you feel about horror movies? How does Reb feel about horror movies? Fan? Not a fan? Like them but don't feel strongly? Either way? Where are you on the horror movies? Reb, I have to tell you, I saw your video about making a plein air easel that you wear, and I thought it was so good. That was great. That was like the coolest. That was the coolest video. I was like, awesome. I like them made by Reb Says, but not too gory. I'm with you there. You know, I kind of feel like, let me quickly interject. This Ecoline applicator has it's got golden fluid acrylic mixed with water in it, and it's really cool because you can put your fluid in here, whatever paint you want, and it's watered down. And then, do you see how it closes with that little needle thing? The little needle thing goes right in. It's so nice. I love that. Yeah, so some horror is scarier than other horror to me. But sometimes, just like a thriller TV show will freak me out more than a horror movie will. Like, I just finished watching the show The Beast in Me on Netflix. And there's some gore. That's a psychological thriller too. The Beast in Me on Netflix. It's really, really good. And if you like Claire Danes at her like most unhinged, you will like it. Like if you ever watched Homeland and you like Claire Danes when she's like fully in character as like, you know, the, you know, unhinged character, she's good. You know, like the character that's got not a lot left to lose because they're just whacked, like going through it. Okay. Hold on one second. I gotta read the chats. Shy Cat says, now you know. Okay, yeah. Shy Cat says, do not recommend. I watched a stream of the Terrifier Haunted Maze at Universal Studios. Oh, they have that? Oh, wait, in California. I was thinking about, I think Las Vegas has something too. Like a experience thing. Okay. And then Made by Reb says she likes more psychological thriller, less blood and guts. I love psychological thrillers too. But again, if you watch The Beast in Me, I had to do this. There was a couple scenes I had to do this because I was like, sound effects are enough. Thank you very much. Shy Cat says Art is the most sadistic character ever. She gets giddy about it. Well, then he must be like entertaining, right? I mean, if you're watching a horror movie and you have a character that's like really unforgettable and like freaky and like hilarious but also horrible, I mean, that sounds kind of good. You might just tempt me into watching Terrifier. And then the pen. Thanks, Reb. This is it's an Ecoline applicator, 20 gauge applicator, and you can buy a pack of 3 of these. And I think they're not much. It's like well, I mean, obviously, I could say that, not much. And then the price can go up. I don't know. I think I bought 3 of these for like $7, empty, and then you can fill them with what you want. So one of these I have filled with ink. One of these I have filled here with, this is the golden fluid acrylic mixed with some water because it's still a little thick for the 20 gauge. And then I have one of them filled with some of this stuff, which I really love. I was using this a lot a couple months ago. FW Daleroni ink called, what is it called? This one's called Gold, imitation gold. I really like it. But yeah, this is great for, especially, you know, I've had it in this container for a really long time, like probably for like 10 months, 11 months, probably 11 months. I think I started using this last Christmas time when I was making artwork for stuff, for holiday stuff, and I think I pulled it out when I was making advice slices. And yeah, I gotta let this hat dry. I'm going in too early on this. I think I'm gonna give all can I talk? I think I'm going to give Dolly some, I'm going to give her some pupils. Okay, let's give Dolly some pupils. Because we can do that. It's going to be a little tricky though. I might have to stick my face like a centimeter from this to do it. I need to make a really... Do I want to do it? I don't know if I want to do it. I feel like this definitely has a dolly vibe without it. I'm going to do one, and if I like it, I'll do another one. Come on, pen. Come on. I got to get just the right amount, you know? Otherwise... How's that? Does she still look demonic to you? Does that help? I think it helps, actually. I think I like it. All right, we have it. We got Dolly, and then I want to do a little bit of, since I'm doing this crazy detail here, I might as well do a little tiny bit of black in her teeth, in her mouth rather. And then what I also really want to do, oops, I think we're going to finish this one later, not on camera today, because I'm just not going to get to this. We can finish her later. Let's work on this one. Let's finish this one. All right, Dolly. Let's do this. Let's get Dolly situated here. And gonna read chat, see if there's any chat. Oh, that helps a lot. I'm glad, Chai Cat, because you know, your opinion is very important to me. I didn't think she looked demonic before, and then you said that, and I thought, Dolly, do you look demonic? Maybe you need some pupils. Made by Reb says, I have a lot of those inks, always wishing that I could take them on the go. That might be just the trick. They're great. They're really great. They are really great. And Chai Cat says it helps a lot. I'm so glad. All right, we need a little more blonde, and we're also going to do a little bit of mixy, shadowy hair stuff. Where did I put her? Oh, there it is. All the way over there. Okay. A little more blonde. A little more blonde in the hair, and then do a little bit of water. A couple drops. Okay, that's good. All right. I know I'm using the cap. I'm using the cap as my palette. It's just what's happening. It is what's happening right now. I'm gonna move over so I don't get in the way of the other stuff on screen. You know, like my head and stuff. All right, Dolly, we got to give you some low lights here. We're going to use a teeny bit of this purple matter. Okay, this purple matter. See, look at this stuff. It's really good. This is like, it's acrylic paint. It's like a very neutral burgundy. And you can just, I love a paint that is just a shapeshifter. And this is just it. I mean, now this could be, depending on what's next to it, this is like a light lavender, like a coolish light lavender. Or it can be like, we're going to see what it looks like on her. I don't know what it's going to look like because it's going to mix a little bit of that, well, a little more yellow, maybe put a little bit of that peach in there. That might help to get to like bring it into the universe of her hair. But I mean, I really love this. I really like that paint a lot, that color. It can be what you want it to be, you know? But I might need something a little warmer. I don't know. We'll see. Let's see. I just thought that maybe like face shaping. Get her face shape a little bit more. Because I'm looking at the reference picture too. And the reference picture is like... The reference picture is right there. That reminds me of something similar in watercolor. Caput Mortem. Chai Cat says. I don't know. Is that a color? Caput Mortem? I haven't heard of that. I have not heard of Caput Mortem. Maybe. Maybe so. I think we could use a little bit of a warm up maybe. But I mean, it works okay. I think you could. I'm gonna look that up, Chaikat says. Okay. Caput Mortem. Yeah, let me know. Report back, please. I want to see. I think I'm gonna use a little bit of that peachy skin color to just warm up this purple matter, because I feel like her hair in the picture, if we look at the picture here, that's some golden undertones there, and this mixture that I made is just a little cool. It's just a little on the cool side, so let's do some, okay, that helps. There we go. I like this color for like the shadows of her face. This rose madder mixed with blonde yellow, but I feel like this stuff works better to show the texture in her hair. Okay, let's see. There's a little space. I know I'm getting very granular here. I gotta cut this out. I must back up. Step away from the paint. Step away from the tiny brush. Dolly, you're looking good. I'm proud of you. I'm so happy that this is coming out in a way that I feel is nice. I'm approving. I am approving of my picture, I will say. I'm glad I'm approving of my picture. Because I like this conversation about portraits that just don't look like the person. I could have that conversation again and again and again. Caput Mortem in Windsor and Newton. Ooh, I have not heard of that color. I'm gonna have to look that up. Caput Mortem. I wonder if it's like mortem's one of the words because it's kind of blackish looking, like a dark, like mortem. You mean that glow? I don't know what you mean. Which glow? There's some very strange noises happening in this room right now. I'm trying to figure it out. Made by Reb, that's like looking good. Thank you. Thank you so much. So my goal is to like figure out, I'm kind of overworking this a little bit, but my goal is to come up with a template so I can create a bunch of these. So that's kind of like, here, let me show you what I did. At the last live, I did Buddy, the elf. And then to do the polka dots, I just did my finger. I just did some fingers. I'm going to put a quote on the back, like maybe "Don't be a ninny muggin," that quote, maybe. And I was thinking when I was doing it, I was using a reference of the poster, and it said it had an E here, and he was the L, and then an F. And I just decided, like, I don't think I need to do that. Because do I really need to be that on the nose? You know, it doesn't have to be that on the nose, you know? So, thanks, Chai Cat. Chai Cat says Dolly's looking great. I'm really happy with Dolly. Thank you. I'm happy that you like it too. I think, should I try to correct her eyeliner here? Okay. I just did a tiny little dot. And I'm just going to go in with a tiny little brush, and I'm just going to try to push it a little bit like that. Because Dolly likes her eyeliner and mascara. Oh, that looks very realistic. Let's do another little dot right there. Okay, now I'm going to pull that towards. One thing that's cool about Dolly is she has a very, like, her eye shape is super, it's very identifiable. You know what I'm saying? Her top, she's got some real deep set eyes. And then the lower ones are like curved like this, like that. So it's definitely like very interesting. So I did some blue eyeshadow on her earlier. I'm gonna mix a tiny bit of that. I'm gonna mix a tiny bit of this blue eyeshadow with a tiny bit. Oh, sorry, I keep bouncing. With a tiny bit of this purple matter. I just want to see if I can get a little tiny bit of shadowy look. And then to do the crevice, because like she's got that very deep set crevice. And I think if I can, it might, I mean, I don't want to disrupt the proceedings. I don't want to disrupt anything here. But if I can get it just a little bit closer. If I can get it just a little bit closer. Yeah, me too. She's got good eyes. Just a little bit closer to Dolly. Her classic. Yeah, her classic look. I gotta turn her though, so I can do it like, it's like, I'm being really careful here. They just like go up like that. Yeah, that looks a lot like her. Okay, that's good. Working. Oh. Okay. All right. I like it. Okay, we're gonna do, I have a blue. Okay, I have this blue, but in a teeny, tiny little point. Let's see. Actually, I've just used, whoops, excuse me. I dropped something. I dropped a blank ornament. I have a nice little pile of ornaments ready to roll, ready to go. let's just do a little bit of blue paint here. And then we're going to take a teeny tiny little brush right there. Like that. And like so. And just really lightly. See if that brings it out a little more. Oop. Okay, I think I need a drop of water. I think I need a little tiny, teeny, super little drop of water. Just a little. Okay. Dolly. Fabulous. I think I want to put... Oh, I think I want to do polka dots for her too. I think little white polka dots in the back would be so cute, no? I still gotta do... I'm gonna do a Holly Dolly Christmas on the back. Have a Holly Dolly Christmas. But I don't think I'm gonna do it tonight because I think we're getting a little bit long in the tooth right now. What time is it? I don't want to be on too late. It's 10:17. I gotta I don't want to be on too late. I don't want to, because you know how I am. I can be here till midnight. I should not do that. This should not happen. This should not happen. Let's get that nice and fluffy. That's good. Now, let's get some of this a little better here. Get it a little more fluffy. Here's how I fluff. Let's fluff it. Let's fluff it. We're going to splurge. Splurge. Okay, that works. Should we do it again over here? Just splurge. Splurge. Okay, that's good. All right, nice. Okay, now polka dots. Should we polka dot it? Boop. 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 Okay, here we go. Here, I'm going to make it a little easier for everyone to see. Let's do that. And now I have to move my little thing, my little slab of marble. I'm just going to go bloop. Oh, I need a bigger one. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Okay. Come on. Come on. Oh, I didn't put enough paint down. Or maybe I just need to re-angle it like that way. There we go. There we go. There we go. Uh-oh. Are these guys competing with that? Is that where we are? Is that the situation now? Do I have competing design elements in my ornament? What's happening here? Uh-oh. I just went off the edge. Uh-oh. Now what? Now what? Oh, I just went off the edge again. That's okay. I think it's looking good. I think okay, hot take. I think the polka dots are improving this from a design standpoint. It's feeling a little more pulled together to me. I don't have room to do a polka dot there. So we're going to just leave it. We're going to just leave it. All right, this is one for the books. I'm happy with this one. I'm happy. I think last two have been good. First one was good too. I did a Christmas Carol. Monday I did a Christmas Carol. Wednesday I did Buddy. He looks like a demonic elf. I'm a demonic elf. I'm gonna rewatch this year. I haven't done it yet, but I will. And we got some Dolly going on here. Maybe we do one more polka dot at the very top, because, you know, because balance, and I gotta do a little more over here, a little more over there, a little more over there. Okay. I must control the spill. Oh, okay. That's good. All right, that's good. That's good. And then this one needs to be a little more. That one needs a little more oomph, I think. All right. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay. Hey, thank you guys so much for joining me tonight. If anybody does ornaments, I have a community tab. I would love to see what you do. Whether you do Dolly or if you do someone else or whatever you do. I want to see your ornaments. Bye, Reb. Thanks for coming. Chai Cat. Thank you for coming. This has been so fun. I'm so glad you're here. I'm so glad you're here. You know? It's so much more fun to talk to somebody than talk to myself. Although, I have to say, sometimes I kind of enjoy just narrating. but I love talking to people more. So thank you. I love talking to people more. For some reason, my chatbot message retracted you, and I don't know why. Yay! Thank you. All right. It was so fun for me too. All right. I'm going to go. I will be back on Monday, and we're going to do at noon Eastern. And the theme will be books again. Classic holiday novels, books, stories. If it's a movie that was a book, that counts. I mean, I'm playing it pretty fast and loose here. I like to do a classic because I like to make little book ornaments out of these. But this is really fun to mix it up, you know? It's been really fun to mix it up and to do some different things. Maybe I'll still do a Mariah Carey at some point. You know? I don't know. But I'm loving the Dolly. And at some point I'm going to finish this one. So we're going to work on that. You know what this looks like? This looks like one of those like faceless, you know, those faceless artworks. This looks like a faceless, you know, the style of faceless artworks. This looks like one of those faceless style artworks of like some 80s band, like animatronic or something. It's like the guy and the girl. They're a duo. You're my obsession. Anyway, I'm not going to sing it, but this is what this reminds me of. Why? Why am I focusing on this one? Okay. All right. That's it for tonight. I hope you guys have a great night. Chai Cat, I hope you have a great night. Reb, thank you for coming. So nice to see you here too. Hope you have a great night. And what did Chai Cat say? Chai Cat, it was so fun. It was so fun. Okay. Bye guys. I hope you have a great weekend. Oh, last tiny minute thing. I have scheduled, I'm going to schedule 3 Ornament-alongs a week for the schedules in my post tab. It is possible that I'd be hopping on like at random times doing lives like that are unscheduled. So I just wanted to let you know. I don't know. I might. I've been thinking because 3 a week is like it's like I have a lot more work to do, and there may be times where like I'm going to be making a lot of ornaments. So there may be times that I'm like, I'm just going to go on live just for kicks because it's fun, you know? And I like an unscheduled one. Anyway, kind of neither here nor there right now. But I just want to let you know. Okay. All right. Cool. Okay. Good night. Bye, Chai Cat. Bye, Reb. Bye, anybody else who's here. Bye.